Good evening. I'm Robert Townsend. Tonight, a man is in jail after being charged in a deadly domestic disturbance in Afton. He's accused of killing a woman police say he was dating.
It's still like a shocking to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still like I'm in a dream.
The new reality for Calvinita Brock after losing her youngest daughter, Kelsey Elam. St. Louis County Police say just after 11 p.m. on Thursday, a fight between 21-year-old Martino Lewis and a woman he was in a romantic relationship with broke out in the 5800 block of Grace Avenue.
Always been arguing for some reason. I always stayed into it because my baby was she's alleged she was trying to do her thing, but this was one that she was always supporting, taking care of, helping. This a dude that she was doing all this stuff for, and this is what you did?
Right. Documents say Kelsey was afraid Lewis was going to get her gun and asked a witness to call police. While he was on with 911, he heard a gunshot and saw Lewis run out of the house to drive away in Kelsey's car. Less than 48 hours later, Brock, who said the two were close friends, had to clean out the home her daughter was killed in.
My bitches niggas know we outside.
Have you ever truly felt safe? Not just at home, but in your own skin, in the arms of someone you love? For Kelsey Elam, that feeling was finally real. She'd spent her whole life building a world where she could be her truest self. And in the spring of 2025, that world was finally at its best. But the very person she trusted to share that joy would be the one to end it all. This will change everything you think you know about trust. No, seriously, this will change everything.
Cause these niggas be out here capping. I ain't wasting my time on nothing. Gay nigga at all.
Now we're going to trace the steps of a young woman's vibrant life. A life tragically cut short by a brutal act of domestic violence. This is the story of Kelsey Elam. If you're watching this, you're here because you understand that true crime isn't just about the crime, it's about the lives behind the headlines. So, if you find value in these stories and want to honor the memory of people like Kelsey, kindly take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and keeps these conversations going.
Thank you! Damn! Hold on! These views going outrageous!
Kelsey Elam was a light. Her sister Zia Moten said it best, saying, "She can light up the room. She was just a light. She was my world, my best friend."
Zoria Moten emphasizing how amazing her older sister was.
She can light up the room. She very playful. She funny. She outspoken. I can describe Kelsey in so many ways. She was just a light. She was my world, my best friend.
Family said she was an advocate for the transgender community and was a consistent friend to strangers.
She'll take her shoes off her feet and get to a
I've
person.
do it plenty of times.
You know,
every time we ride past the homeless, she always give everybody $1. She make sure you hungry. She just one of them type of persons that always looked out for everybody.
Born in East St. Louis in 1999, Kelsey was a force of nature from the start. She was the kind of person who seemed to get ahead of everyone else, buying her first car and furnishing her own apartment by the time she was just 18. She worked at Hollister, managed a McDonald's, and was even training to be a medical assistant. Kelsey worked hard to create the life she wanted, a life she deserved, and she was fiercely proud of it. Kelsey was a Black transgender woman, and she was an outspoken advocate for her community, often helping strangers and celebrating her journey openly on social media. Her family recalled that in April 2025, Kelsey was especially happy, enjoying a life she had fought so hard to build. In fact, just one day before her death, she posted a beautiful message about her transition, celebrating how far she had come. She wrote saying, "I'm proud of my life in so many ways." Her life, in so many ways, was a testament to her courage. It was also a beacon of hope for many. But what happens when that hope is shattered by the person you've invited into your life?
Beat it up, nigga. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top. I want to buy. Match. Ask for a car. Where you out there? Nigga, that nigga for the thing. You already made mine for the thing. Get your boots and your coat. Fuck the sweat ass pussy. Now take a phone.
Welcome to Theories of True Crime Stories. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell icon. so you don't miss our future posts on any of our latest true crime stories. In early 2025, Kelsey met a man named Martino Tino Lewis, a 21-year-old from St. Louis. At first, the relationship appeared loving, but it wasn't long before that affection gave way to something else. A tension began to simmer beneath the surface, a volatility that her loved ones could sense but never fully grasp. And on the night of April 24, 2025, it finally erupted. The sound of a loud argument spilled out of Kelsey's apartment in Afton, a quiet suburb of St. Louis. Neighbors and a witness inside the home heard the couple shouting, the conflict escalating with every passing second. What started as angry words quickly turned physical. The witness, terrified, watched as Lewis began physically assaulting Kelsey. He hit her so hard in the mouth that she began to bleed. In a moment of sheer panic, Kelsey pleaded with the witness to call 911. Her voice was full of fear as she said, "I'm going to get my gun." She wasn't threatening Lewis. She was desperately trying to protect herself. As the witness fumbled with their phone to call for help, a single gunshot echoed through the apartment. Then, silence. A profound, chilling silence. Then, from the apartment, a figure emerged. Witnesses saw Martino Lewis sprinting out of the residence, fleeing on foot before getting into Kelsey's car and speeding away. Lewis's story to police would later be exposed as a lie. He would claim that Kelsey shot herself while they were driving, and that he was taking her to the hospital. But the truth was found inside the apartment. Inside, Kelsey lay with a fatal gunshot wound to her head. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, but never recovered. The person who was meant to love her had taken her life. This story is, unfortunately, more common than we'd like to believe. Has something like this happened in your community? Or do you know someone who has experienced this? Kindly share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. Your voice matters.
A man is in jail tonight after being charged in the deadly shooting of a young woman in Afton. Family members are speaking out about their heartbreaking loss as the investigation unfolds.
Calvina Brooks says a family's worst nightmare is now their reality as she mourns the loss of her daughter, 25-year-old Kelsey Elm. Brooks says her daughter was full of life, now gone after a deadly act of violence. St. Louis County Police say 21-year-old Martino Lewis is charged with second-degree murder, armed criminal action, and domestic assault in connection with the death of Elm. Investigators say just after 11 p.m. last week, Lewis and Elm, who were in a dating relationship, got into a violent argument inside a home in the 5800 block of Grace Avenue in Afton. Charging documents reveal eyewitnesses overheard the fight and saw Lewis punch Elm, causing her to bleed. Moments later, police say a gunshot rang out.
My baby was taken away from me by a young man, supposed to have been her friend that she was taking care of, that she had so much, she wasn't in love or none of that. It was just about the heart and the care that she was trying to support him and help him.
Family members say Elm was a strong advocate for the transgender community and known for her kindness to strangers. The family says that Elm did not have life insurance, and a GoFundMe page has been set up to cover funeral expenses.
I'm asking everybody that go try to help with her being buried right. I really appreciate it because she don't have any insurance or anything. I mean, she just was a wonderful, wonderful person. She loved everyone. She brought out the transgenders, but she showed them and opened them up to let them know that someone out here loved all of you all.
My son got killed in 2018 and Kelsey never left my side. So that's why I'm trying to do everything I can to help, because I know how I feel and I know what she's going through right now.
The St. Louis County Police quickly launched a homicide investigation. The evidence pointed directly to Lewis. He was found the next day in St. Louis City, still in possession of Kelsey's car. When questioned, he admitted to a physical fight, but the details of his story didn't match the scene of the crime. On April 25, 2025, the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office announced charges against him. The charges were murder, armed criminal action, and domestic assault. Lewis was detained without bond. The murder charge was later upgraded to first-degree murder. This was an accusation of an intentional, premeditated act. Lewis, for now, remains presumed innocent, but the charges against him are a stark declaration of what investigators believe happened. While the legal system moved forward, Kelsey's family was left to pick up the pieces of a life taken too soon. Her mother, Calvinita Brock, was devastated. Kelsey didn't have life insurance, so her family had to set up a fundraiser just to cover funeral expenses. It was a cruel financial burden on top of unimaginable grief. Online, the transgender community mourned the loss of a brave and beloved advocate. Friends and strangers alike shared Kelsey's last social media post, the one celebrating her life. That message, "Love your life," now stands as a haunting farewell. It's a message that she truly believed in, a message that she lived by until her life was violently cut short. Her death, like so many others, has sparked renewed calls for justice and protection for transgender women, particularly Black trans women, who face disproportionate rates of violence. Her story isn't just a headline, it's a sobering lesson about the hidden dangers of domestic violence and the urgent need for a society that protects its most vulnerable. Did you catch the small detail about Lewis's story to the police? Well, you can rewind again if you missed it, because it reveals a lot about his mindset. Kelsey Elam was a vibrant woman whose life ended far too soon. We can't bring her back, but we can honor her memory by making sure her story is heard. If you found this story compelling and believe in the importance of awareness, please consider subscribing to our channel for more stories like these. Remember, your support helps us tell these crucial stories and keeps the memory of people like Kelsey alive. Until next time, you all should stay safe out there. Thanks for watching and see you on our next story.